Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Witchy. So, I was a little bored last night. I thought of someone I used to know. We all used to know maybe 2 years ago in this community. And there were some unanswered questions. So I decided to see if everything was resolved. And apparently, it all went through the court system. So, does everyone remember Just Jess with a K, or as we call her, some people called her Honey Boo Boo without the K? Hey, Clover. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Lindsay. So, th- let's give a little background on her. So, she used to be over at Natasha Cooper's. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, we some of us all remember her. Some of us all remember her. Just with a K. And what she used to do was she used to sit there and she got she fell out with me. She fell out with Amy. She fell out with a bunch of other people. So instead of acting like an adult and going her own way, she decided to start a channel and decided to be big and bad and decided to go drag people. But here's the thing, 95% of the shit she told on her channel was bullshit. Oh, congratulations, Clover. So, about 95% of the bullshit was nonsense over at her channel. And we all know that she was a big Natasha Cooper simp. And last time we heard, so I'm gonna play one of my old videos. So yeah, she used to curse out everybody. So hey, Jason. So just with a K or without a K. She used to curse out everybody, and she used to go over and antagonize everybody. She even antagonized Mrs. Portland. She even tried to get on Noodle Mash's good side. I seen the screenshot. I took a few screenshots of that, and when Noodle came in on the scene, I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is Noodle doing with that blind sack of shit?" It was like so 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 just with the K had her nose and everything, and she decided, because I had my channel and she found out it was me, she decided to call me the P word and say and made the false accusation that I beat my mommy. So it was either her or she had somebody message Natasha when Natasha and her were falling out. And make these accusations, and Natasha ran with it. So it kind of stuck. Mm-hmm. She was definitely a fan of Natasha. And she wasn't a fan of Natasha. To be honest with you, she was just using her. So let's suck up to Natasha and in her mind, and let's get her to drag the people I hate for entertainment. Hey, Shay. So that was her game plan. So those screenshots months and months later were sent to Natasha, and Natasha blew a gasket. You know, it was like, and she decided to send Natasha all these baby clothes. Yeah, Glover, it's the weirdest shit. You know, it's like she almost hyperventilated because she went on Natasha's panel. It's like the weirdest crap I ever heard of those recordings. Yeah. You gotta hear her because she wasn't getting her way. So she decides to go threaten Robbie to go to Colorado and do whatever. I said, excuse me? The worst I ever did was I took a link and told Robbie to F off to his face. You know, but I never threatened physical violence on anyone. Damn. So anyone that thinks they don't know about her, you may want to go through some of my older videos. So, and she was also involved with Dorothy. And Dorothy gave her the boot. Hey, Sabrina. So Dorothy gave her the boot and hung her, and Jess with the K decided to hang her out to dry for the doxing incident on AJ's kid. Yes, it was Dorothy's fault. She should have watched the entire video, but Jess, just Jess with the K was the one who created the content. And we all know. Hey, Jack. So I got this not too long ago from her Facebook, and this is very, very interesting. So she hasn't changed one bit. So she's talking like it's not her posting this. Well, it could be one of her friends. Nobody knows. And let me read it for everybody. For Jess, she may not want it posted publicly. After today, after everything she's been through mental health wise due to him, it is time. For those of you talking about Jess, I'm sure she will speak to you when she is better. Boo hoo. Turns out her ex husband is a P word. Notice I scratched that out because it's probably a false accusation, as usual, as well as cheating on her with anything with legs. He had a romantic relationship and moved in with the guy he is currently living with. Over 3 years, this was set up between them, as well as multiple relationships online, while she financially paid for him to stay afloat. While his job history is non existent, his job history speaks for itself. I'll let her explain when she's finally good to do so. After all, he didn't care one bit that Jess had a mental breakdown or other things that happened to her. So, hey Linda, I don't know. This is on her Facebook, Clover. This is Lisa, this is on her Facebook account. Her new one. I have her blocked on her other one. So so she so she's wanting, yeah, one of her stories. It's one of her stories. One of her elaborate. So it's either she wrote this and wrote it in a different tense, or she gave her login information to someone and they wrote it for her. But I'm sure she wrote it herself, trying to make her look like she didn't write this. And I'll explain why in a few minutes. To why she would want people to believe that, oh, I didn't write this, someone else did. So here's the last paragraph of this. P.S. Watch your children online. Watch your children if they have VR devices. She had no idea what was going on. She had no idea that was everything he was doing. She filed for divorce. He is refusing to sign them. He wants an uncontested divorce after he did this to her vehicle. Is it not just items? He also abused her dying father. All of you that think you know him, she did too. Really? So now that she's getting a divorce from her husband. Now she's calling him the P word. Now she's accusing him of wrecking her car. Now she's running around again, talking shit, accusing him of cheating. And I'm so abused. Yeah, fantasies. All fantasies, you know? So let's go real quick. Hold on one second. Yeah, some people didn't care, D. Some people didn't follow this crap, but so let me show you the next. I'm gonna show what she's accusing. So here's the wreckage of the car, supposedly that was posted. So she could have done this herself and blamed her husband. I wouldn't doubt that for 1 minute. She's an accomplished liar, and she's accomplished. She if you put if you have to put a photo next to the definition of liar and compulsive, she would be next to the definition. So there's another angle. There was a few more photos here. No, CJ, it's forged receipts. Humpty Dumpty is just K. You may want to ask Dorothy about that, about her. Remember her? She likes to stab everyone in the back. So, yeah, I need a few temporary wrenches. So, okay. So just with the K, used to be one of Amy's friends. And then she went just with the K, yes. She used to be friends with me, Amy, Amber. Hey, Maggie May. And then she went bipolar on everyone and then started in with her lies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Liar, troll, extraordinaire. Mm-hmm. That's right. So we're gonna get this off and we're gonna go to we're gonna go to the next yeah. Wear a face shield if you speak to Dorothy, it's yeah, she'll make stories up on anyone. And here's the thing, Clover. So right before I told just Jess K to go fuck herself and gave her my middle finger, she decided to con a mutual friend that knew my full name into giving it. She lied, manipulated the whole situation. So she gave my last name. So she runs over to Amy and has Amy run one of those reports. One of those background reports. So then she comes into that chat we had years ago, and posts my personal information like it was extortion. Like she presented herself as, you're going to do as I say, or I'm going to release this type of and then the last time I spoke to her in the chat, she was caught in, I caught her in, I don't know how many lies, because I asked her, were you getting harassed? And she said no. But then suddenly she puts up a police report. Hey, boy and mama. So she puts up a police report in the chat saying she's getting crank telephone calls. And I'm like, what? I asked you before, were you getting harassed? And now she demands a damn apology. And so she was faking. So she was the one that was faking a damn pregnancy. She was the one on this very platform faking a pregnancy. And was begging for a response. Now, what I did for months and months and months, along with Amy, was we ignored her. Because in our opinion at the time, she wanted attention. She wanted to lie, and she wanted a reaction. So what did we do? We ignored her. So so she came up with the I'm pregnant shit. And she took Amy to court. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lisa. The fake baby shit. So she took Amy to court for one of those anti-harassment orders. And I was like, huh. So somewhere in between that, or after that, Just SK got arrested. Same Amy. Samantha, same Amy. Yeah, she was asking for breastfeeding advice too, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like laughing at some of this bullshit, and she was debunked for even having a baby in the first place. And it was like, it's like, so it was outed. I think it was over mostly at Robbie's, that she had no baby. And in addition to that, she got arrested for a major felony. So she got arrested and indicted for exploiting an elderly person or elder abuse. Now, it took forever for her to get to court on that. Yeah, elder abuse. So elder abuse could take many forms under the statute. You can, hey Susie, she had guinea pigs, not babies. Yeah, but so she got charged with elder abuse. So I got her information on that charge. I got the court papers, and her case is disposed of. As of, let me get the date here. November. Officially, I know it's actually October 30th, but I'll round that off to November. And she pled it out. So what does that mean? She took a plea bargain. So the offense date on this is June 28th, 2021. So let me read what actually happened. So the papers I read was just the police report back then. It was just a police report. But on here, I'm seeing there's a copy of the indictment. So, due to the fact that it's a felony, punishable by 1 to 20 years in prison, the prosecutors had to go to the grand jury. So, let's take a look. So, it gives her name, and she was charged with the offense of exploitation of an elderly person, felony, for the said accused in the county of Hall in the state of Georgia between the 28th of June, 2021. And let me see here. Let me zoom in here. I think it says the 22nd day of July, 2021. The exact date of the offense being unknown to the grand jury, did knowingly and willfully exploit the resources of, and I'm going to redact the victim's name, of a person 65 years of age or older by means of false representation, using victims' bank account and routing numbers for the profit of said accused in violation of OCGA 16/5 102A, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. So that's what she was accused of. So that's what the prosecutors were. That's a brief summary of what she actually did. So she stole from an elderly person. She didn't sit there and beat on the person or, and it was over I forget the exact amount, but it was actually like 20, is just under $23,000. It could have been like 27. I'll round it off like to $2,800 she stole. So she stole out of the victim's bank account. Ouch. Yup. He pled guilty to a lesser charge. And she pled guilty. Let's just say that. And what she said back then was, I caught a charge for protecting my family. Now that's bullshit. How is stealing from someone's bank account protecting your family? I don't see that as protecting someone's family. I see that as just being a sticky finger thief. Greedy little thief. So she got her charge reduced to a misdemeanor charge, theft by taking. Okay, on this arrest, and this arrest only, and we're gonna go read the sentencing, and I'm gonna put part of this on the screen. I'm not gonna put up the Let me just see, make sure. So okay, so this is final deposition misdemeanor. She was sentenced. Okay, so it was reduced to theft by taking, 12 months on probation. She got probation for it with a guilty plea. So let me put this up on the screen here. So everyone could see this. Give me a second. So the court orders X. So these are the charges. So she has to pay $50 a month for probation from 10/30/23. So you see what's X'd here. So you see the firearms here, habeas corpus, delayed reporting. This doesn't apply here. So here are her conditions for the first charge. All right. Defendant shall report to community supervision and probation. That's obvious. Defendant shall perform 100 hours of community service within 1 year of this date, 365 days. So whatever's X'd is a condition. So she has a Fourth Amendment waiver. Check. That's a condition of her probation, which means the defendant shall submit to a search of person, residence, papers, vehicle, or effects at any time, day, or night without a search warrant. So, next one, specimen admissibility. The defendant shall produce from time to time, upon oral or written request by probation, or law enforcement officer, a breath sample, spittle, urine, or blood sample for the presence of drugs and alcohol. That's interesting. Defendant shall waive evidentiary foundation for admissibility of the laboratory results. So no contact with victim. Records release. So probation has access to her medical records. Number 16, evaluation and treatment. The defendant shall provide verification or evaluation and or treatment for mental health is checked. Substance abuse is checked. So she has to go for mental health and substance abuse, which is good because she's absolutely psycho. Okay, so here's number 32. Checked. Avoid alcohol and drug use. The defendant shall not consume alcoholic beverages and not use narcotics or dangerous drugs unless lawfully prescribed. X, not associate with anyone who uses or possesses illegal drugs. X, not occupy any residence or vehicle where alcohol or illegal drugs are present. And then the next one's being X'd. So that's a condition. Not consume alcohol or and operate a motor vehicle. So she can go to establishments that serve it for some reason. I don't know, but and then she has number 34, other special conditions. Let's see what they are. Okay, the defendant shall undergo random drug screens as deemed necessary by probation. All right, that's fair. All right, that's the first charge. Yeah, she is psycho. Yeah, she was up every other night, Susie, saying she had a baby, streaming all the time. And then she says, "Oh, I have a baby." Linda, you're absolutely right. A lot of people will break their probation. And let me put this back up real quick. You see, this is probably why she posted the way she did, because she doesn't want probation knowing she's doing the stuff she does with the false accusations. Yeah, Susie C. Mm-hmm. Whatever she says, it's like she said her mother was taking care of the baby. Yep. Which, Nicole, she does have a drug history. Absolutely, she does. Because she always used to complain and bitch and whine that she's in pain. So the one time she had to call her mommy and ask her for an oxycodone tablet. And then had to come into chat and say, I'm sorry, I was in pain. Hmm. She lied about having COVID. She lied. Not always, Linda. It's a case by case basis what they get. Yeah, they all have a lot of mental health problems too, Lisa. So this wasn't the first time she got arrested. So she got arrested while her case was pending. What a surprise. So we all found this out. So let's go to the next charge. So we found out that she got picked up for not showing up for court. She missed her court date. So her bail was $26,000. I think grandma bailed her out. Blah, blah, blah. We don't know who bailed her out. I didn't really give a shit at the time. I don't think she should have been bailed out in the first place. That's just my opinion, but so she got a mugshot online for not showing up for court. And that kind of went away after a week. And she got out again. So on April 1st, 2021, she gets arrested again. Oh, wait a minute. She got arrested for this first. Excuse me. So she got arrested for this before the elder abuse charge. Okay. Okay, so the felony was before, according to this. Okay, I'm reading this real quick as we talk, and let me see here. Let me double check the Oh, okay, all right. That's what. So 2 months before the elder abuse charge, she got arrested for shoplifting. So she got arrested for shoplifting at Walmart. She had to go around. She always said she loves to go to Walmart. She loves the prices. Yeah, of course she loved the prices. She loved the five-figure discount she'd get. She loved the five-finger discount. And a lot of the time she never got caught. Hey, and then she got caught and charged on April 1st, 2021 for theft and shoplifting. So she got the idea from I think it was news story that go shop at Walmart. If you get caught with sticky fingers, they don't file charges. That wasn't a good idea for Walmart to advertise, but eventually they stopped that policy. And she got pinched. So she got pinched for shoplifting. And let's see here. So she got let's see what she so the accusation or the warrant said doesn't say what she stole. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely, Clover. Yet her Facebook book claims that she was financially taking care of her husband. Absolutely, you see? She's lying. So why, if she was financially taking care of her husband, why does she need to steal from Walmart? Baby milk. Oh dear. So it just says on the accusation. I'm just going to double check this because I want to be as accurate as possible. That she's charged with the offense of theft by shoplifting. The first day of April 2021, did lawfully take merchandise being the property of Walmart, a retail establishment with a value of less than $500, with the intent to appropriate said property for her own use without paying said owner for said property. A violation of Georgia law 16/8/4. So it doesn't say here what she stole on this. It doesn't say what she stole. So from Walmart. So this is in 2021. And true, but she says there's nothing wrong with her. So I even had a video up, Lisa, taking a test for her. Do you have borderline personality disorder? And she seemed to fit. As I yeah, some do it for the buzz, Susie. See, it's an addiction. Some do it for the buzz. It's called kleptomania. So he's splashing full. So let's in this case, when it was charged in 2021, was disposed of in May 2023. So it took 2 years for it to get through the courts, which I think, in my opinion, is utterly pathetic. However, we had the virus to deal with, and it sort of took the courts that long just to get someone through the courts. And they had to spend money in Hall County. I read an article on it saying they had to spend, I think, so much money just to get all these cases caught up because they're so behind. They had a backlog. So let me so it was disposed of in 2023, and her elder abuse case was also settled, was disposed of months later in 2023. So let's see here. What's her sentence for stealing at Walmart? Okay, let's put that up. Let's see what her sentence is, because so she takes a plea. See, it's X on the top, plea bargain. So, theft by shoplifting misdemeanor, deposition, guilty, 12 months, 730 fine. And you see the thing here in the box, consecutive. So it says the said defendant is sentenced for a total of 12 months, and it doesn't say jail. So scroll down here, and it says probation. Probation is circled, and probation is checked. So this one right here is an additional 12 months on probation to be served consecutively to the other 12 months probation. So she gets a $730 fine with court costs. I think that includes court costs and everything. So here we go. Other conditions of probation. So here we go. Have no contact with or visit residents. So this is saying she's banned from any Walmart in Hall County. So she's banned from her favorite store. Aww. So I guess she's gonna have to find another store to get 5-finger discount and have sticky fingers. Aww. And I hear her favorite thing to steal. One of her favorite things to steal is behind the counter now. Aw. So she gets an additional 10 hours of community service. She has to pay her fine through probation. So you see, she doesn't have all these conditions on this one, so it's consecutive. So here we go. So she got another 12 months of probation for shoplifting. Now, she gets arrested again. Yeah, she didn't get her photo taken for the paper this time. Pain pills, Lisa. You know when they put yeah, she stole she got arrested again. She gets arrested again. So she gets arrested on April 5th, 2023. And this time So this was April last year. So she gets arrested for shoplifting again. And this time it was disposed of in July of last year. So she gets arrested on April 5th and it's disposed of a few months later, like it should be, for another misdemeanor. 2 misdemeanors this time, not just one. So her charges: theft by shoplifting and obstructing a police officer. So let's go to the accusation, shall we? I'm going to read the accusation page, paragraph. So this time it says what she stole. And it will. So, count one. On behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia, the undersigned prosecutor, as prosecuting attorney for Hall County, Georgia, does hereby charge the accused, Jessica Marie Blank, with the offense of theft by shoplifting for the said accused person on or about the 5th day of April 2023 did unlawfully take food items, goods, being the property of Walmart, a retail establishment with a value of less than $500, with the intent to appropriate said property to her own use without paying owner for said property, in violation of OCGA 16/814. So she was really, really, really hungry. She was really, really, really hungry that day. So she decided to go into her favorite establishment where she decided to steal it. Well, maybe she should have called 1-800 Jenny or Weight Watchers, because this isn't helping her any. So, on behalf of the citizens of the state of Georgia, the undersigned prosecutor, as prosecuting attorney for Hall County, Georgia, does hereby charge and accuse Jessica Marie Blank with the offense of obstruction of an officer for the said accused person on or about the 5th day of April 2023 did knowingly and willfully hinder Officer Peralta, a law enforcement officer with the Gainesville Police Department, in the lawful discharge of his official duties by refusing to follow a lawful command to walk to the office, in violation of OCGA 1610/24. So, Miss Jess K decided not to listen to the police and decided to cause the police a hard time. Aw. Did you act like a Karen in the Walmart? Just Jess K? Did you decide to throw things off the shelf, or did you decide to stomp your feet and say, I'm hungry? What did you tell the judge? I'm sorry, but I was hungry. But look at me. I refuse to diet. I refuse to shower. But I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, Your Honor. I'm so hungry. Well, she had to say something to the judge or the prosecutor. I don't think she actually said that, but she had to say something. So she got her obstructing an officer merged with her shoplifting charge with another plea agreement. Ouch. So she pleads nolo. I think that's another word for no contest. And she gets the same thing. 12 months probation to be served consecutively to the other two. Ouch. So, in total, she gets 3 years probation for all three criminal charges. What is it? My name is Jessica and I'm special. I get the royal skink treatment. Here, I lie and I cheat, but I don't get any jail time. Yikes. So let's go to her other conditions of probation, shall we? She says she knows someone, but do we actually believe her that she knows someone? She actually she actually claimed to have known Judge Leggings. And there's no such judge in the United States with that name, Clover. So she says she knows this judge. So we look up the judge, Google search for state judges, federal judges. There's no such judge. So we look. So it was looked up, and there was actually leggings for sale, named Judge Leggings. You know, like the leggings Noodle Mash wears. So it's actually with the judge or with gavels, and they call him Judge Leggings. So so then she makes up the lie that when she got picked up for not showing up for court, she knew the judge. She knew the judge that she appeared before, and said, "Oh, he cut me a break because I knew the guy. I knew the guy personally. I knew the judge personally." Now, if now here's the thing. Here's something that people don't know. So if the judge knows the defendant personally, So if you know a defendant personally, you socialized with her in the past, you know the defendant's mother, you know the defendant's father, you knew her as a kid, something like that, and they appear before you in court for any reason, any reason, the judge would have to disclose that and recuse themselves, saying, I can't have this hearing, send her into the other judge's courtroom. Is the professional rule of conduct. It's called a conflict of interest. If anyone doesn't know about that, they could look it up on the internet. There's plenty of videos, probably on YouTube, about conflict of interest with judges. So why would a judge? Oh, hey, Aquarian baby. So why would a state judge? Why would a Georgia state judge risk their career on the bench? Because she decided to give this woman a break and knew her personally. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's a lie that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. You got to make it make sense. You know. So let's put up her. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. So here's her third charge. Conditions of probation. Let me just zoom out one. So she's banned from the Walmart on Shallowford Road now. So if you recognize the other probation thing, she's banned from all Walmarts in Hull County. And she gets an additional 10 hours of community service. So because she was sentenced to probation in the other two cases, they're not Xing all the spots. Because they're already so she got another 730 in fines and court costs, and so you see this. That's by shoplifting, obstruct an officer. And I think I don't get what merged means. I think it might be concurrent. Another word for concurrent. Don't quote me on that, but so she's getting probation on the second charge too, and she gets no additional time for that. So she gets 5-finger discount twice at Walmart, and she gets a steal from an elderly person's bank account. With a hefty sum of money, over $2,000, no more than $3,000. I have to go back and look at the exact amount. And the police report actually mentioned it actually said that it involved a bank. So this would actually make sense based on the police report. It's just the police report didn't give the exact allegations of what she was arrested for. It just said she was arrested by warrant the first time, or the second time around. She does have a history of drugs. She was arrested before for drug use or drug possession or whatever you want to call it. So she has a and then she sits there and points the finger at everyone else, saying, "Oh, so when she went to I want to mention this though. When she went to court with Amy, she decided to drag her into a courtroom based on hearsay, rumors, no proof whatsoever. She went to court on Zoom. She went to court on Zoom in her car. So, what would that tell everyone here? What would that tell everyone on here that she couldn't go log on her computer or her phone at her house? What would that tell you? That her husband didn't know shit? She was doing it behind her husband's back? So, yeah, she's hiding it. She's hiding it. So what my problem is that justice took so long. And then they finally give in and then give her probation on all 3 charges. Didn't prosecutors decide to look at what her conduct on here was while she was on bail on the felony charge? Excuse me if I'm highly skeptical these days of the criminal justice system. And how sentencing works. So this girl got to after she got arrested for elder abuse, a felony, she could have got 1 to 20 in state prison. She got bailed out on a $26,000 bail. She only had to put up with the bail bondsman 15%. And she decided to go on the internet, set up a channel, start stalking people, start lying about people. She was a total Karen. And it's not taken into consideration by the state prosecutors. So she gets a slap on the wrist, don't do it again. But she commits the same offense. She commits another crime while on bail. This is the thing. She commits another crime. So let me get through the dates here. So she commits a Walmart offense on April 5th, 2023. Okay. She was technically still on bail for the felony from 2021 and the misdemeanor shoplifting from 2021 when she committed. So she was on bail, for fuck's sakes. So she commits two offenses. She commits two crimes. Well, on bail, I'm sure it's a condition of everyone's bail to not commit another crime while their cases are pending before the court. That's usually common sense, but it's utterly ridiculous that the state wouldn't make a motion. They probably did, but and she wouldn't be thrown in jail until this or her bail raised. Which is utterly it's utterly broken. It's utterly broken. So you had the April 5th incident, 2023. So the felony charge was disposed of in October. So this second Walmart incident was disposed of in July. So and the first incident she got arrested for was the other shoplifting charge, which was disposed of in May of 2023. It's utterly a disgrace. It's like, but she got away with it. She got away with a lot. But she's on probation. And she's over at Father Snuggles behind the scenes. Probably starting trouble. That's the last I heard from her about her. So she helps Father Snuggles with the Lana stuff, and that's where she is now. She was thrown out of Natasha's community. Yeah, Susie C. Mm-hmm. That's what I heard. That's what she is. No one wants to touch her with the 10-foot pole, except for slime like him. It doesn't surprise me, Clover. It doesn't surprise me. When not even Natasha will touch you. Hey, 71. When not even Natasha will touch you, that tells you something. Yeah, he is a snake. He's a stalker, domestic violence, you name it. It doesn't mean I don't go over to Lana's and start trouble with her. It's I don't get involved in that because with a lot of stuff, but I know who Father Snuggles is. He's a scumbag. Yeah, you got to be pretty low. When we won't touch you with the 10-foot pole, Natasha won't touch you. And then you have to go over to Father Snuggles. You got to go over to Father Snuggles. And I'm just surprised she didn't go over to Kimball's and Craftles. They were looking for newbies. Well, I heard she had a new alt, but I haven't seen proof of that. So yeah, I seen that, and I was laughing my butt off. Susie. I was laughing my butt off when I got a message in my little chat. It says, "Oh, Natasha's calling her butt off," and I went over and I was like laughing. I had my dinner, chomping on my dinner she was while she was crying. Yeah, I have no sympathy for this girl. It's even though no, she never left, Susie. She never left. I don't think she ever left. It's just I was like, it's been so long, so I decided to see if her everything in court was settled yet, and it lighted up on my screen. So yesterday, so I decided to pounce on it. Absolutely, Susie. Absolutely, she'll be under loads of alts. This is why I call out the paranoia, because some of these people around here, they're paranoid about Tiffany. There are other people in this community that are just as twisted as Tiffany is. Just saying, they could be under an alt. Hey, Missy K. So yeah, there's plenty of others, and these people don't, and people like Yaxley and the Ghosts, they have zero proof of who these alts actually are. So they're claiming that, oh, Tiffany's in my chat. Tiffany's over at Jamie's. Tiffany's over at Sirens. Okay. If you have proof, show us. Show us proof that Tiffany's behind these fucking alts, and we'll get rid of them. It's simple as that. We don't want Tiffany around either. But don't just sit there with the paranoia saying this one's Tiffany. this one's that person when you don't even have any fucking proof. Damn. What's next? You're going to call Clover Tiffany? You're going to call Witchy Nicole Tiffany? Which is absolute bullshit. This paranoia is getting out of hand. Yeah, and then 71 gets accused by Granny. Anyone that gets accused by Granny, 71 gets accused by Granny. I forget who you got accused of being, but she had no proof of it. Yeah, any one of us, Clover, can get accused of being one of these imbeciles. Any one of us could be accused of being that Jess K girl. Anyone can be accused of being Tiffany, and they don't have to have any proof of it. All they got to do is make the accusation, and it's like, oh, she's in our chat. He's in their chat. As long as you're in my chat and you're respectful, I already have like 2 or 3 of Tiffany blocked already on here. So what's the and if Angry Beaver comes in here, she'll be she'll be blocked again under her new account. So what's the big? She knows she's not welcome. You know, it's like them over at CJ's in her chat, Clover. It's like, my goodness. So, all right, everyone. I'm gonna get something to eat. So I want to thank everyone for coming. I just wanted to cover this girl. Her court cases are disposed of. Yep. And Siren's going live later, so make sure you go over there. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the donations and the donation and the actual gifted membership. And I'll see you when I see you. All right. Bye-bye.